What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations. I got to spend the last 20 minutes rewatching my part 2 video because it's been at least a week or however long it's been since my last one, so that's fun. I really don't enjoy listening to my own voice most of the time, but okay. So, let's do a brief recap. So, Portsman here murdered a cop. Ooh, I almost said lawyer. He's a lawyer. He murdered a cop, but we're doing a current cross-examination. No, wait. Interrogation? No. With the really horribly done introductions aside, we can now re-begin this examination. So, here we are. I'm gonna briefly read through all of them again, but I think I know exactly what evidence I need to present at which statement, because I was reviewing to make sure I knew what to doing. Also, if you notice, the bottom arrow and the top screen arrow aren't synchronized, and that's gonna drive me crazy. I thought for a second my video was off, but okay. Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Further, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. And it will be by his final words that you'll be brought to justice. There we go. Now we got that out of the way. The thing was, if you remember the evidence from before, last week... Okay, so here is the stolen file. Can I not present it? Just look at it? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I can check it as well. There we go. Okay. So you can see that's where, wait a minute. Yeah. The body isn't in front of the Gumshoe letter, the writing. This is, if I remember correctly, this is the order it was in originally, before everything was shuffled around. So, that's why we can go to the statement. Where is it? Here. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding, because he's saying he moved him in front of the bookshelf. But we know that during the murder, or immediately afterwards, when he wrote the, the Gumshoe word on the books, on the files, he would have seen it, so that's a whole lot of bullshit. Objection! Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there is a serious flaw in your logic. Bring a bit of courtroom into this, I see, no problem. It's been a while. It's gonna take a moment to readjust to his voice again. Believe it or not, that's the same voice I gave him last week. But it really isn't. I can't help but find it odd. Excuse me? Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking. I get it. If you have the time to laugh, then you have the time to die. Oh, well, to take another closer look at this. Do you still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file? Well, that's impossible! What's impossible? Well, it's even in quotations. Mr. Portsman. Nothing. The files on that shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner, I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines. Is he objecting me? It's possible that they could have taken the file before committing the murder. I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters in the detective's name where the file should be is proof. Yeah! I mean, the S is gone, and there's only half an H. If Detective Gumshoe really was the culprit of this case, I highly doubt that even he could overlook his own name written in blood on the files. Especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood. What the hell was that? Back break. Which means what exactly? What does that make this dying message? It makes it the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene. That's so low! I can't believe the criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have them under arrest in no time. Well, Mr. Portsman? Brilliant! Absolutely splendid. Logic deserving of Olympic gold. I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed. You win some and you lose some. That's how life goes. Glad everyone's so cheery. even though I feel more dead than alive. But you know, it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up. However, what is it this time? Are you still after me, pal? Humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office? That would be me. But Mr. Edgeworth just proved that I'm innocent, pal. Ooh, spiffy. That's absolutely right. And I acknowledge your innocence. Then why do I sense that you still have something to say? He's really taking that jacket off. Well, I was thinking, did you know there is one other person with the key to this office? Hey, you there! Sorry, I was mesmerized by his coat trick. Okay. Yes, sir? What is it, sir? Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me? The girl is a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness. Security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal, don't. What's wrong with him all of a sudden? Oh, no! Wait. Okay, for some reason, I thought it might be that old lady from like a million times the first 3 games. You know who I'm talking about. That old lady. What was her name? Old lady. Bag! Wendy Bag? Wendy Old Bag? Old Wendy Bag? Bag Wendy? Something like that. I believe she needs no introduction. I have called upon Miss Maggie Bird, a member of security. Whoa! It's Badger. It's the Badger doll. And, well, oh man, Maggie Bird. Okay, took me a second to make the connection. The police officer in, you see, this is the problem when you've got like a million games. 3? No, Apollo. No, wait, the Apollo game? Because she's a police officer in the Apollo one? But okay, I need to stop. We're wasting a lot of time here. Detective Gumshoe, sir. Yeah, Maggie Bird. Oh, that's it. The first case of the 4th game. That's what it was. Right. Yes. Ha! Yeah, you probably all got your comments already. He doesn't know where she's from. What an idiot. But I remember, probably. Miss Bird is the security guard on watch tonight. I see, and your point is? My point is that she could very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in this building. If you are not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the other person with access to this room is Miss Bird. How dare you! I'd never sneak into someone's room. That's right. I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me. That's right. Oh my God, Gumshoe, you big freaking idiot. Oh my God, Gumshoe. Oh. Can we take that as a confession, Detective? Well, it wasn't really me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So yeah, it was me. If it was, you'd have no problems with that, right? Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics. Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here. What the hell's he doing? That girl's the only one who could have committed the crime, and for one simple reason. He's like, pecks of gold. Reason for suspicion. It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe is the one who opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. As our prime rib roast. On top of which she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all that more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message. The dying massage. So you're saying she used the master key? Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say? That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well. That was then, this is now. The flow of a good match always changes during a rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me. I wonder if there was anyone else, other than Miss Bird, who could have used the master key. It seems that the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him. Press him real good. Rebuttal. Okay, it's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could have used the master key? There's only one person on staff at time of night, and tonight, she's it. Isn't that right, Miss Bird? That's, true. But I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir. I like her sweater. What's that supposed to mean? Yes, moving on. I'd hate to get sidetracked by something unrelated. What do you mean unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal. But you can't really trust her not to tell lies. Plus, I hate wasting time. Let's ask for more details. Not so fast! I, too, am interested in hearing what Miss Bird has to say. Didn't I just say it'd be a waste of time? We don't need to hear her lies. I'll be the judge of that, Miss Bird, if you please. I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m. What do you mean by missing? As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it. Mr. Portsman, I believe this to be an important piece of testimony, don't you? I can't believe that someone like you would be taken in by such words. I'm not lying, sir. If that's the case, then I'd like to know why you have the master key now. I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden. Ha! A likely story. And where's your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? Oh, he's fast. I bet you just forgot where you put it and then found it again. I never lose things. I can practically guarantee that. With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it. Yeah, pal. Trust me, you don't want to test just how bad her luck is. Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive. Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth. But you still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office. Her motive? Didn't we already establish that it was theft? I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe. It is as Mr. Portman says, Detective. I can't ignore the fact that all the evidence points towards a motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. Yeah, you are. It's time to counteract with a few facts of my own. Put your jacket back on, man! From the messed up shelves to the wiped down safe, I'd say thievery. I concur that the culprit's motive appears to have been thievery, however. Glad to hear that the great Miles Edgeworth is in agreement with little ol' me. However, with regard to the investigation of the bookshelves and safe. Hey, good thinking. Asking for my opinion on the matter. Would it be too much for you to allow me to complete a full sentence, asshole? I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door. I thought we had established Detective Gumshoe's innocence pretty thoroughly. It was just a theory. A game theory. One hypothesis among the many possibilities. I mean, I had my doubts about Miss Bird from the very beginning. If that's the case, then why didn't you mention her first? Now, don't make that face, see? See? There goes the truth running the other way. Let's pick up the pace and see if we can't catch up to it. I don't think you're catching my drift. My Tokyo drift. But we are in agreement that the detective isn't the killer, right? If so, then I hope you'll understand when I say... Say what? Dear Lord. That since she is the only one who could have opened your office door, who could have opened? No ED! Oh! I don't know why I reacted that way. That's very strange. Then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime rib roast. Don't you think it's a bit early to be jumping to conclusions? Are you saying there's another way to open the door other than with the master key? Oh, I get it. Perhaps you had a spare made for someone else. I'll have you know, I have never made a spare. So what are you insinuating? Nothing. Guess I should have known better than to suggest that someone like you would. She knows our detective. Is there anyone in this district who hasn't at least heard of Detective Gumshoe? Good point. He's practically a celebrity among us prosecutors. Really? I never knew I was so talked about, sir. We're holding our collective breath, you know. For when you screw up so badly that you're literally chased off the force. What? Is that true, Mr. Edgeworth? Of course not. That's hogwash. Whew, don't scare me like that. I almost had a heart attack there. Making it all that more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message. Hold it. By dying message, you mean the bloody letters that spell out Gumshoe. I figured that whoever wrote his name must have wanted to frame him. And just the act of choosing his name is proof enough that the two knew each other well. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and present some evidence. I'd love to. But first, we should listen a bit more and digest what he has to say, or what he is saying. And press him for more information. What? Press him for more information. I've pressed every statement he has. What? Hold on, that can't be right. What am I gonna do? We have the master key. That doesn't help at the moment. Secret safe. Crime scene notes. Let's reevaluate all the evidence we have so far. So, bullet went clean through the bodies, blah, 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 blah. The body was found at around 2 a.m. Okay, after the key was stolen, right. The revolver issued to the victim, 1 shot fired. Doesn't help us at all here. Each prosecutor has one in their office. Only they know, only they know of them. Prints were wiped, okay? Only they know of them. Only prosecutors know about the safe. Okay. Let's see, one of the files that were written in blood was stolen by the culprit. And the master key. Can open every office door. Alright, now let's re-review what we have for statements. From the wiped down safe. How would she know about the safe if only prosecutors knew about it? Should I just present it right here? I have full health, so it doesn't really hurt. Was it the secret safe? Objection! I can't tell. I don't know if that's a good sign. Oh, good. Good. Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Bird was set on stealing something? Why not? It's the truth after all. It was also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyway. That may be true, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe. What is this? Yeah, dance break. Okay, enough of that now. You know what? I should just end the video. And I can just keep dancing off the rest of the video. Because it's been 20-ish minutes? So, stay tuned for the next episode. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.